Hey guys, so we're gonna do this a little differently, and we're gonna start in the basement today, and we're gonna go over what we have, and then we'll move over to the garden because I'm planning to plant some stuff, and I am excited. So, just a quick little update on everything going on here. First off, the strawberries are not working, so I'm probably just gonna have to buy strawberries after all. Back here, there's the celery, and it is overtaking this pot, and I can't wait to get it on the ground. Lemon tree is doing great, as per usual. The lettuces I ended up planting out back here at home, and now there's just houseplants growing in here. Then we have some bird's eye chilies growing there, the bell peppers growing up nicely, and then the tomatoes, which are this one's a little leggy, but it's all growing up pretty nicely, and soon enough I'll be able to get them out there. But let's head on out. Alright, so here we are out back at my house, and I had 3 little lettuces growing in here. It looks like they died, but it also looks like there's new growth in there too. So I guess they're okay, but I'm definitely gonna plant some more when I get out to my grandma's, because that's where I really want to grow the most lettuce and stuff. So we'll see you there. Alright guys, so here we are. We're at my grandmother's backyard with my garden, and I'm going to go over the plants that we had planted previously, and we're going to be putting into the ground. So we have our parsley here that has been exploding, and it's been growing all these little growths down in here, and I'm excited for it, and that is going to be very productive, I feel like. We have one of the kale plants, which, I don't know what exactly happened, but these leaves are dying, but these ones, the new ones, are going good, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, we're going to put this one in, and then we have the wheat, which I'm just going to make in a little bunch somewhere out of the way, or maybe in the way, I don't know. But I'm just going to kind of keep them together. I don't have it planned out, by the way. I think over here, I'll put it right here. This is what my plan is. So for the garden bed, it's this. For the tower, it's this. For the rain barrel, it's this. And then for the little grow bag like thing, it's this. But the wheat is not in those plans, so I'm just going to kind of put it somewhere a little out of the way, possibly in those ones, the grow bags, solely because it's a little boring, I guess. Like, these ones are tall, so it won't be in the way, I think. Because there's going to be peas and beans, which those... No, not peas, just the beans and celery, which those shouldn't take up too much space, but I think these will be just something to put with them. And then we have the onions, which died back a little bit, but they're coming back to life. I can see new leaves coming in, and I'm also going to be planting seeds as well. I'm going to try all my little grow tower seeds to see how they do. If they don't, then I'm gonna have more seeds. But so there's lavender, basil, oregano, cilantro, parsley, rosemary, sage, dill, and chives. So I'm gonna try to get all that in there. We'll see how that goes. And then, speaking of the onions, I have more onion seeds to plant, and well, I'm not planting those. But I figured, just for fun, last year I gathered up some wild carrot seeds, so I might just like spread those around somewhere, not in the garden beds, but just somewhere else. Also going to be doing mustard, which that's going to be going into the rain barrel, so that'll be good. This is the only one that I have in the actual seed envelope because I wanted everything to look uniform and not in these little seed packets that actually have useful information. I'm smart, I swear. And lastly, I'm gonna plant some more kale seeds, and then I have the spinach and the lettuce mix, which is all gonna go into there as well. The only one that I wouldn't be able to plant in there was the strawberries, which I have to go and buy once they're ready at like Rural King, probably. But let's get into it, I guess. Alright, so we're going to start with the rain barrel. It's where I'm going to be putting the mustard, the spinach, and the salad mix into it. So, I'm not going to worry too much about depth of it. I mean, we'll take the mustard seeds. We'll mess this up a little bit. just to get it loose a bit. And then what I'll do is take a little handful of them, not too many, just so I can save them in case something goes wrong. And then we'll just sprinkle them about. And we'll do the same. So I ended up getting cut off, but I went ahead and did the spinach and lettuces and sprinkled them in there, got it all mixed up, patted down a little bit, and explained that that it rained recently, so I'm not going to worry too much about watering any of this stuff. And then the next few days it's supposed to rain, so I'm not worried at all. But let's move on. Alright, so next up what we're going to do is the grow tower, which I need to make sure that this one stays on the bottom because it has the drain holes on the sides, while these two have the drain holes directly down the center. So for first off, we'll have, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but we have lavender, which I'm going to be putting in the middle on the top. Basil, I could probably put here. The oregano, I want to put the cilantro and parsley somewhere else. We have the parsley already, so I'm not too worried about that. Then there's the rosemary. We'll do some sage up here. Then we have the dill and, oh, chives. I think I can move the basil down here and the chives here. Or, I don't know. Maybe I'll just, I don't know. You know what? This will work. This will work. And just to make sure that we have everything so we can see it on the, so this is going to be the top level. We'll do this one as the top level. Oh. Yeah. We'll do this one as the top level. And it's going to have the chives, the lavender, and the parsley in it. And then we'll do this one as the base, which has the rosemary, the dill, and the cilantro. And then in the mid-level we'll have the basil, the oregano, and the sage. I'm not going to mark these, although I should, but we'll figure it out later. So next up what we're going to do is we're going to do the kale. We're going to do the same thing like we did with the parsley. I'll loosen it up a little bit. And get this baby out. There we go. Alright. This one, it kind of grew a little wonky, but I like it. We're going to go ahead and put it back here, like how I had it in the diagram. We'll just place it in, and we'll cover it up a bit. Of course, it's not perfect because the diagram was square foot style, and this is not. Next up, what we're going to do is the onions, which we have right here. And this was just me planting a, like the butt end of an onion, just to see what would happen, like that, see? And it's got 4 little plants growing out of it. So I'll probably just leave this to its own devices right here. Make sure that it gets filled in nicely. And doesn't bury too much. But yeah, hopefully it grows. If it doesn't, oh well. Over on the other side, I'm gonna go and put some seeds. Of course, I'm overplanting in order to thin out if need be. So don't worry about I'm not worrying about how many seeds are in here. I went ahead and threw the carrot seeds out over here, just in the overgrown. Be with nature once again. Just let Mother Nature take care of it all. She usually does know what's right and best. So yeah. And last but certainly not least, we're gonna go ahead and put these little weeds right here dead center. Because we'll have like celery, beans, and then we'll just put these guys right here. But yeah, once again, these were from some hay that my grandma got in order to plant garlic. And I just stole a few seeds and put them in water, see if they'd sprout. And miraculously they did. or I guess it was straw that she put in there. I know the difference. It's just I don't care to know the difference too much. But yeah, even though the leaves are some buried, it should continue to grow up. And yeah, that's it. Alright, so that's all done, and that means that there's nothing really left for me to say or do, so I will see you guys in the next one. We'll do another monthly update where we'll make sure everything's growing, and I'll try to record everything if I do anything different, but hopefully everything grows. But I will see you later. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!